In today's video, we're going to be showing you everything you need to know about our new heat deflector from Breeo. This is the first heat deflector on the market that's fully height adjustable and designed to outlast and outperform any other option available today. We manufacture the Outpost Heat Deflector 100% out of 304 stainless steel to maximize the longevity in the backyard. You buy one of these, it's going to last the rest of your life. The heat deflector is compatible with the Outpost rod and outrigg post, and is compatible with the X and Y series fire pits. Using the Outpost rod, you can adjust the heat deflector up and down and side to side to find your optimal heating location. We found that 12 to 14 inches from the rim of the pit is optimal for most situations. The Outpost heat deflector can be used in conjunction with other Outpost accessories. Now let's dive into some of the details of the design that makes it so effective. If you look underneath the heat deflector, you'll notice our heat focusing cone, which is designed to start deflecting the heat out away from the fire. Next, we have our main heat deflection layer, which stops the heat from rising and forces out towards the sides. You'll notice around the rim of the main heat deflection layer that there are these down bends. They provide structural integrity as well as help direct the heat down and out from the fire. In the center of the main heat deflection layer, there's some exhaust holes to keep too much heat from building up and creating stress points in the center of the heat deflector. And lastly, we have our secondary heat chamber at the top to make sure that none of the heat escapes straight up, but all the heat is captured and emanates out to the sides. During our R&D testing process, we use heat nodes on chairs around the fire pit to test the variance of temperature using the heat deflector and not using the heat deflector. This allowed us to make the optimal design as well as compare it to the fire pit without the heat deflector as well as competitive heat deflectors on the market. What we discovered is that it's 24% more heat using the heat deflector than without it. We also discovered that the combination of the Breeo fire pit with this heat deflector produced much more lateral heat than the competitive product with their heat deflector. So now how to install your Outpost heat deflector. The first step is take the Outpost rod and install it into the hole in your fire pit. Next, make sure the thumb screw is backed completely out to slide freely down the Outpost rod. We recommend gripping your Outpost heat deflector with one hand on the handle and the other hand on the outside of the secondary heat chamber. We recommend getting the heat deflector into position before starting your fire. If you need to adjust the height of the heat deflector while the fire is burning, make sure you're using heat-proof gloves, and we recommend wearing one of our aprons or some other form of protection as your clothing may get hot as you interact with the heat deflector. A few things to keep in mind while you're using your Outpost heat deflector. First of all, understand this product gets extremely hot. It's designed to do that, and it gets very, very, very hot. Do not touch it with anything other than fireproof gloves, and the ideal scenario is never touching it while it's hot. Over time, this product will develop an amber patina because it's exposed to very high heat. That is perfectly normal, and it will not affect the function of the heat deflector. We recommend keeping the heat deflector 6 inches or more above the surface of the fire pit. Over time, soot can develop on the underside of the heat deflector. This is simple to remove with a rag, some warm water, and some dish soap. If at any point while using your heat deflector, the thumb screw feels difficult to turn, make sure to take it out and clean out the threads as soot may have gotten into the screw and the screw hole. Well, there you have it. That's everything you need to know about the new Outpost heat deflector from Breeo. Manufactured 100% by our craftsmen here in Lancaster, PA, designed to last a lifetime and help you extend the seasons around the fire to be completely year-round.